So sit nice and tall. You can wrap your fingers over the fronts of your knees and roll your shoulders a couple times, up, back, and down. And keep rolling your shoulders up, back, and down. And take your arms out to the sides and stretch your arms out to T and roll through your fingers and your wrists. Stretch your arms up overhead, connect your palms together. Exhale and draw your hands down through the center line of your body. Pause for a moment with your thumbs in front of your chest. And then point your fingers forward and dive your arms forward, tuck your chin and curl your spine. Inhale to open up, stretch across your chest, lift your gaze. Exhale and take your left hand down, your right arm stretches up and over. Inhale to lift up, take your right hand down and stretch your left arm up and over. Inhale to lift your torso up, wrap your left arm underneath your right, hold your opposite hands or your opposite shoulders and lean forward and stretch. Inhale to lift your torso, place your hands on your opposite elbows, lift your forearms up toward your forehead. And exhale, release your arms out to cactus. Spread across your palms and your fingers. Touch your thumbs and your index fingers together, your thumbs and your ring fingers together. And let your hands come drift toward your head. Interlace your fingers at the back of your head and pull your chin back. Lift through the crown of your head. Take your arms out to the sides and wrap your right arm underneath your left arm. You can hold your opposite hands or your opposite shoulders and lean forward and stretch through your back. Inhale to lift your torso up. Take your hands to your opposite elbows. Lift your forearms up toward your forehead. And exhale and release your arms back down by your sides. Now plant your fingers back behind you. Lengthen your arms and lift your chest and stretch across your chest. Exhale and soften up and bring your legs out in front of you. Stretch your legs out in front of you and wiggle through your knees. And take your hands underneath your legs and pull your knees in toward your chest and bring your torso close toward your thighs. Inhale to lift up, reach your arms forward and lean back and rock back. Walk your heels a little bit toward you and you can float your shins in the air. Coming into boat pose. Then stretch your legs out in front of you and lean forward and stretch forward. Let your hands come down toward your feet. Inhale to sit tall, bring your hands back behind you, plant your hands down and lift your rib cage, come into fish pose. Bring your gaze up to where the wall and the ceiling meet once again. Exhale and soften up, cross your legs underneath you, come into table. Put your hands on your knees, tucking your tailbone under and lifting your tailbone and move through your spine. As you lift and lower your belly and you're bringing your head in line with the rest of your spine and letting your head move and your tailbone move. And start to move your hips left and right. Let your hips move to the left and move to the right. And then let your hips move back toward your heels. Stretch out through your sides. Slide forward onto your hands and lean forward into upward facing dog. Then pull back into kneeling downward facing dog. So your hips are over your knees, your arms are outstretched. You're giving yourself a little bit extra stretch through your sides. Walk your hands back underneath your shoulders. Take your right elbow up towards the ceiling. Then glide your right arm behind your left arm. Your right ear, your right shoulder might come down towards the mat. Inhaling to push yourself back up through table. Tuck your toes under, your hips move back toward your heels. Bend your elbows, dive your chest through into cow pose. Tuck under into cat pose. Untuck your toes, your hips move back toward your heels. Bring yourself back through table. Take the back of your left hand onto the mat. And glide your arm over. And let your left ear, your left shoulder come down towards the mat. Give yourself a little bit of extra stretch and breath. Planting your right hand down, pushing yourself back up through table. Walk your hands forward and lean forward into upward facing dog. And then pull back into downward facing dog. Straightening your legs. Your arms are long, your side bodies are long. Slowly let your knees come back down towards the mat. And sit up and roll your shoulders up, back and down. Bring your hands together in front of your chest and point your fingers forward, dive your arms forward, tuck your chin and curl your spine. Inhale to open across your chest, bring your arms out to T. Exhale, bring your arms forward, tuck your chin, curl your spine. Inhale to bring your hands back in front of your chest and sit tall. Take your hands down towards the top of your mat. Step your left foot forward. Tuck your back toes under, lift your back knee, and we'll come into a lunge. So your fingertips might be down on the mat, or your hands might be on your front leg. And we'll bend and straighten a couple times. Move your knee straight and bend. Move your hips forward and back. And maybe your fingers are on the floor or your hands are on your front leg. That's up to you. Give yourself one more, forward and back, forward and back. Then plant your hands down and step back to plank position. Looks like a push-up. Press down into your arms, pull up and into your belly, dome your upper back. Let your knees come down. Move yourself back into resting position. Your hips move back toward your heels. Then lift up and walk yourself into upward facing dog, stretching out through the front side of your body, front of your hips, front of your chest. Tuck your toes under and pull yourself back into downward facing dog. Pedaling out your feet, bending your knees. Slowly step your right foot forward in between your hands. And you can keep your fingers down and bend and straighten your front leg, or you can lift yourself up and have your hands on your front leg as you bend and straighten. Bend and straighten a number of times. Keep going as you move forward and back. Notice things about your body. Notice things about how you're moving, how it feels to bend and straighten your front leg. Notice weight, perhaps, transferring into your front leg and moving forward and back. And then plant your hands down and step back to plank once again. Plank position, pressing back through your heels, pulling up and into your belly, move your thighs towards each other so you get a little bit more oomph, more length, more work out of your body. Let your knees come down once again, curl in and find resting position. Resting position for you might be sitting up, or it might be leaning over with your torso over your legs and your hands resting on the mat. Give yourself one more. Inhale and exhale here in your resting position. Then bring your arms out in front of you. Tuck your toes under, lengthen your legs into downward facing dog. Step your left foot forward in between your hands. Your back heel comes down. Lift yourself up into warrior two. Your front knee is bent. Your back leg is long, your arms extend from your chest out through your fingers. Take your hands together in front of your chest and tilt back towards your back, extended long leg. Inhale to lift up. Take your right elbow across over towards your left knee. Turn and look past your left shoulder. Untwist and straighten your legs, coming into triangle pose. Lift yourself all the way back up to stand and take both hands down towards the mat. Your back heel dials up. Step back to plank position. And hold your plank for a breath or two. And then stretch yourself back into your downward facing dog. It looks like a triangle in your body. Your hands and feet or on the mat. Your hips are pointing up to where the wall and the ceiling meet. Stepping your right foot forward in between your hands, your back heel comes down. Lift yourself up into warrior two on the other side. Your arms are extended. Your front knee is bent, your back leg is long. Turn your palms up and touch your thumbs and your index fingers together. Touch your thumbs and your ring fingers together. Release your hands, bring your hands together in front of your chest and tilt back towards your extended, your long leg, your back leg. Inhale to lift up and take your left hand across, your left elbow across over toward your right knee. Turn and look past your right shoulder. Untwist and straighten your legs into triangle, tilting your torso forward over your extended right leg. Inhale to lift your torso. Exhale to take your hands down. Plant your hands down. And step back to plank. Give yourself one more plank position. And tuck your legs underneath you. Cross your legs underneath you. Stick your legs out in front of you. Plant your heels down and wrap your arms underneath your legs. Inhale to lift up, scooch yourself forward and rock back onto your back. Bring your knees into your chest and draw circles with your knees. Go both directions. Plant your right foot down onto your mat and pull your left knee a little bit tighter in toward your torso, and that can be a little bit or a lot. Your toe might be all the way down on your mat, or your knee might be a little bit closer in toward your chest. It doesn't matter where it is. You're connecting your hands to your leg, wherever it is, and you're giving yourself extra support. Breathe and stretch your low back. Then stick your leg that's in your hands, to stick that up towards the ceiling and straighten it. And then cross your ankle over your opposite knee, and you can flap your knee forward and back. You can touch your fingers on your moving leg and give yourself a little bit more assistance in breathing and stretching. And gather up your legs, both of your legs in your arms, and pull your thighs in toward your torso and rock a little bit side to side. Place your right foot down onto the mat. Uncross your left leg from your right leg. Bring your arms long down by your sides. Lift your chin a little bit. Squeeze your glutes a little bit and lift your hips into bridge pose. Press down into your heels and your big toes and lift your hips, angle your low ribs to where the wall and the ceiling meet. Exhale and let your hips come all the way back down. Bring your right knee in toward your chest and draw little circles with your knee. And you can bring your leg just a little bit closer in toward your chest. And then stick your right leg up into the air. You can straighten it, roll through your ankle, point and flex your foot, and then cross your ankle over your opposite knee and let your knee come forward and back. Once you've done that a couple of times, you can gather up your legs with your arms and pull your knees in toward your chest and rock from side to side. This is upside down pigeon, and you can give yourself time to stretch out your hip. Give yourself plenty of breath, plenty of kindness for your body. And put your feet back down onto your mat. Walk your feet out a little bit and rock your knees left and right. Roll over onto your side. And arrange yourself so your head is cushioned on something. It might be your arm, or or it might be an actual cushion. Take your right arm and reach it forward and roll through your wrist and your fingers, and then take your arm up towards the ceiling and wrap it around behind you. Give yourself a little bit of opportunity to stretch with gravity. You can start to straighten your bottom leg and take your top knee over towards the mat. This is a supported twist. It's letting your upper body open up and your lower body cross over towards the mat. Take your top arm and bring your hand in front of your chest. Straighten your legs. Press out through your heels and start to lift your legs away from the floor. So now you have a long line from your head, through your chest, through your hips, and through your heels. Big long line down the center of your body. And then let your legs come down and we'll switch sides. You can roll over, or you can switch sides. Once again, place your head either on a cushion or on your bottom arm. And take your top arm and wrap your top arm around behind you. So let your upper body stretch out with gravity. Then start to straighten your legs and take your top knee and let it come all the way over towards the mat. Give yourself a couple of inhales, exhales. Encourage the stretch of your body and give yourself a little bit of time to notice sensation. Perhaps in your fingertips or in your skin, you might notice the texture of your mat. You might notice the sensation of coolness or heat. And start to straighten your legs. Take your top arm and bring it around in front of you and press out through your heels and lift your legs. Excuse me. Lift your legs and stretch out through your heels and press out, and you're finding your head, your rib cage, your pelvis, your legs, everything's all in one line. It's lined down the center line of your body. Press out, stretch, and breathe and breathe. And lower your legs down. Now turn over onto your stomach. Switching sides here. And prop yourself up onto your forearms and come into Sphinx pose. And Sphinx pose is a position your body is propped up into a supported back bend. And you're looking down the front of your body. And you're giving yourself plenty of room if you lengthen your legs a little bit more and point your toes. Press down into your forearms and lift your gaze. Your gaze is down the tip of your nose. Press down and breathe into your belly. Breathe into your sides. Wiggle your elbows out to the sides, bend your knees up. Bring your heels toward your hips, roll through your feet. Reach your hands back toward your feet and see if your hands and your feet connect. They might, they don't have to. If they do, you can hold on and move your heels away from your hips and lift your chest a little. If your hands and your feet don't connect, just reach your fingers toward your heels and your heels toward your fingers. In bow pose. And let your legs come all the way back down towards the mat. Bring your hands on either side of your chest. Push yourself onto your knees. And tuck your legs underneath your body. And sink back into resting position. You can rock a little bit from side to side. Bringing yourself back up through seated. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Come up to kneeling. And place your hands on your upper glutes. Slightly tuck your tailbone and lift your rib cage and lean back. You can stretch out through the front side of your body. Inhale to lift your rib cage. Place your hands on the fronts of your legs. Slide your hands down toward your knees. Come all the way down into table. Glide through cat and cow. Then tuck your legs underneath you and come back through seated. Stick your legs out in front of you and wiggle out your knees. Keep your left leg long out in front of you and pick up your right leg and hold on with your hands and rock your leg side to side. Let your left knee come out to the side and you can increase the angle on the insides of your legs and start to slide your left hand down towards your left toes. Your torso leans over your extended leg. Inhale to lift up and take your right hand down towards the mat and lift your left arm up and back. Inhale to lift up, take your left hand down towards your toes. You might touch your toes, depends on how long your arms are. Or you might touch your inside of your lower leg. And take your right arm up and over, big side stretch. Inhale to lift yourself all the way back up and switch your legs. Now your left knee is bent, your right leg is long. You can increase the angle on the insides of your knees. Roll your shoulders and take your right hand down towards your right leg and stretch your left arm out to the side. Inhale to lift up and plant your left hand down. Take your right arm up and back. Reach back towards the short edge of your mat. Inhale to lift up and take your arms in a big windmill. Your right hand comes anywhere along your right leg. You might touch on your shin or your toes. And your left arm stretches up and over. Inhale to lift yourself all the way back up. Bring the soles of your feet together now. Let your knees wing out to the sides. And wiggle your sit bones back a little and hinge forward. Let your torso come forward. It's the weight of your torso helping stretch your hips and your inner thighs as you hinge forward and breathe. Inhale to use your arms to help push you back up to seated. And come back into your beginning position, sitting more or less cross-legged. You can let your hands drape over the fronts of your knees and lean back a little bit. Find the connection between your head and your rib cage and your pelvis. Notice the connection between your arms and your legs. Breathe softly, inhale and exhale. Tilt your left ear toward your left shoulder and let the right side of your neck stretch out. Keep your left hand on your left knee and take your right hand up towards the side of your neck. Just notice, maybe let your fingers come to the side of your jaw, down the side of your neck, maybe the top of your collarbone, out to the side of your shoulder. Lift your head and take your right hand down and wrap your fingers over the front of your right knee. And tilt your right ear toward your right shoulder. Take your left hand up towards the side of your neck. Maybe touch your fingers to the side of your jaw. And walk your fingers over towards the side of your neck. Maybe gliding your fingers across your left collarbone, out towards the side of your shoulder. And placing your left hand back, wrapping your left fingers over the front of your left knee, and lifting your head once again. Now tuck your chin and let your head hang heavy forward, noticing the back of your neck. Swallowing, noticing the inside of your mouth, your tongue, and your throat. Inhale to lift your head and bring your hands together in front of your chest. Your thumbs approach your sternum, your elbows tuck in at your sides. Point your fingers forward, dive your arms forward, tuck your chin and curl your spine. Inhale to open up, stretch across your fingertips, lift your gaze. Exhale and release your arms down. So settle yourself into a seated position. And as you're sitting, you can either have your eyes open or closed. That's up to you. See if you can find somewhere in your room, see if you can find somewhere in your space a rectangle. And it can be any kind of rectangle, it can be big or small, And it might be a doorway or a window, or it might be your device screen, or it could be a cardboard box. Whatever you've got that is a rectangle. So it has 2 long sides and 2 short sides. And you're just going to use that for a visual reference for a few moments. So gaze at your rectangle, wherever you found a rectangle. If you didn't find one, if there isn't one, just you can think of a rectangle that you've seen before, and maybe just picture that shape. So rectangle has 2 long sides and 2 short sides. And start to notice that those 4 sides, they correspond to the 4 parts of your breath. Turn your attention back to your breath and notice that your breath has those 4 pieces. Your breath has an inhale, so you're noticing your inhale when you're inhaling. And your breath has a little pause at the end of your inhale, or transformation turns into your exhale. Then you have the long exhale, and then there's a little pause, a transformation between your exhale and your inhale. Now, as you are breathing, you're matching the parts of your breath to the parts of the rectangle. Your inhale is a long side of the rectangle, and the pause between your inhale and your exhale is a short side. Your exhale is a long side of the rectangle, and the pause between your exhale and your inhale is a short side. So now you can, if you're gazing at a physical rectangle, you can let your eyes travel across and match the shape of the rectangle to the pieces of your breath as you're breathing. You might be following around the rectangle as you inhale and pause and exhale and pause. You might notice that your rectangle is not exactly rectangular, that some of the pieces of your breath don't exactly correspond and they don't exactly match to those even lengths. That's okay. You don't have to fix or change or do anything to your breath. You're just watching the parts of your breath and seeing if they, and inviting them to correspond to those 4 parts of the rectangle. Take a couple more times around the rectangle as you're breathing and noticing those 4 parts of your breath. Now start to let that strict form of the rectangle get a little blurry. And now you're simply noticing your inhales and your exhales, and the pauses in between your inhales and your exhales. As you do that, you might notice that you're a little bit tired of sitting in the way that you're sitting, and you can start to bring yourself into a resting position. You can keep sitting up if you like, or you can lie down. You can stretch your legs out in front of you, and you could lie down on your back or your side or your belly, however you like. Just demonstrating different ways that you might lay down. You could cross your arms, you could cross your legs, you can lay on your side. Keep noticing and letting your breath be soft and full and expansive. And you might decide that you want to stay seated, that's fine. Keep breathing gently, inhaling and exhaling. And encouraging your awareness of all the parts of your breath. Start to welcome in your senses. As you continue to encourage your breath to be full and expansive, notice your sense of touch, air on your skin. Notice perhaps the sensation of coolness or heat or whatever temperature you might be noticing on your skin. Notice texture, maybe your feeling of your clothes, or perhaps the sensation of the feeling of your mat underneath you. Start to notice things like your other senses. So if your eyes are open, you might notice color or shape or texture, glitter, reflection. You might notice shadow. You might notice sounds that are coming through your ears. Notice things like the quality of the sound. You might notice echo or reverberation. You might notice tone. You might notice ambient noise in your space. As you continue to breathe gently with kindness for your body, you might notice taste in your mouth, or you might notice smell through your nose. Welcome in and invite your senses to be a little bit more part of your meditation. Notice that your senses are constantly giving you feedback and information that you can use to help understand and navigate through the world. And perhaps send a sense of appreciation to your senses. Or simply just acknowledgement. And start to become aware of your body and how you've placed your body in this next part. Start to take a whole big scan of your body. We'll start with toes. But notice your toes. You can wiggle your toes around a little bit. Notice the bottoms of your feet and the tops of your feet. And notice and observe your ankles, the fronts and the sides and the backs of your ankles. Notice your lower legs, your calves, the sides of your lower legs, your shins. Bring your awareness up toward your knees and notice the backs of your knees, the sides of your knees, your inner knees, your outer knees. the fronts of your knees and your kneecaps. You can wiggle around your lower legs and your feet and your toes. Become very aware of those parts of your body. Again, notice your senses, things that you can sense that affect your lower legs, maybe mostly touch. You might feel a vibration, or you might feel sensations of temperature or texture. Let your lower legs just get soft and heavy and acknowledge them at the ends of your knees. Then move your awareness up to the rest of your legs, your thighs and your quads and your hamstrings, moving up in toward your hips, feeling your pelvis and your hips, acknowledging left side and the right side. Take a big soft inhale. And on your exhale, from your pelvis down, just notice your whole lower body. Just let your whole lower body be soft and heavy and melt into your space. Bring your awareness up into your belly. If you're in a position to and you want to, you could bring your hands to your belly. You could bring one hand to your rib cage and one hand to your low belly, or you could bring your middle fingertips to touch the center of your belly around your navel. And encourage your breath to be full and expansive in your torso, in your belly, in your rib cage. Breathe softly and deeply and notice all the parts of your torso that move when you breathe. Take big soft inhales and soft exhales. Notice the sides of your belly. Notice your low back. Notice the movement of your spine as you breathe. Start to notice the sensation of breathing into your rib cage, however that feels for you. Again, you might take your hands different places on your body as you breathe. You might bring your fingertips up towards your collarbones. You might have your hands on your rib cage or on your sides. Encourage your breath to be full and expansive. And notice where your breath goes when it comes into your body. You might notice breath coming into your nose or your mouth. And then notice where it goes next, down your throat perhaps, and then opening up all different parts of your torso. And when you exhale, how you soften up and sink in a little bit. Take a big soft breath in and expand your rib cage, your belly. Get big. Exhale and soften up and sink in and allow yourself to rest a little bit into your mat. Now move your awareness to your shoulders. Noticing and feeling, you can wiggle your shoulders a little bit, moving your elbows around a little bit, moving your wrists a little bit, your fingers. You can take the pad of your thumb and slide it across each one of your other fingertips. And curl your fingers in towards the centers of your palms, and then extend your fingers out from the centers of your palms. And do that a couple of times as you breathe, curling your fingers in as you inhale and extending your palms as you exhale. Curling in and extending. And one more, curl in as you inhale and extend your fingers as you exhale. Bring your awareness down to the tips of your fingers and move your awareness up through the backs of your fingers, palms of your hand. Bring your awareness up toward your wrists and notice your forearms. Moving your attention, your awareness up towards your elbows, up through your upper arms, through your shoulders, across your collarbones, towards the notch of your neck at your throat. Swallow and release your throat and start to bring your awareness up the sides and the back of your neck and the front of your throat until you get to your face. Take a big soft inhale. Lift your eyebrows up. Exhale and let your eyebrows, your forehead get soft and heavy on your face. Squint your eyes a little bit. Take a big inhale. On your exhale, let your eyes get soft and heavy and let the muscles behind your eyes get a little bit less intense, a little bit more relaxed. Move your face and your mouth around a little bit. Purse your lips. And then exhale, let your tongue be soft and heavy in your lower jaw. Let your lips get a little bit softer, your cheeks get a little bit softer, and your jaw get a little bit softer. Take a big inhale and expand out in your chest and your belly. Lift your eyebrows. On your exhale, let your whole head, your scalp, your face, your ears, your throat, everything gets soft and heavy and melts a little bit into your mat. Take a big soft breath in and expand your awareness of your entire body, from the top of your head all the way down to your toes. Acknowledge your entire body. Exhale and let your whole body get a little bit softer and a little bit heavier. Now, however you've placed your body, you can start to wiggle your toes a little bit, roll through your feet. You can bring your arms long down by your sides and start to bring your knees one at a time in toward your chest. You can just pick up one foot and we'll pick up the other foot. And then take your hands to the backs of your legs and gather up your legs with your hands and draw little circles with your knees. Go around both directions. You can rock your head from left to right, ear to ear. Then turn the soles of your feet up towards the ceiling. You can turn this into the happy baby pose. You can hold on to your ankles or to your big toes or to the backs of your legs and kick around and move around. Let your feet come back down to your mat and roll over onto one side and pause there for a moment. Gradually bring yourself back up through seated. Take your time getting there. You can place your hands over the fronts of your knees. Lean back a little bit and stretch and lengthen through your spine. Pull your face back a little. Breathe softly. And see if there's anything that you discovered during your relaxation or during your stretching that you'd like to examine, that you'd like to think about later, or maybe that you'd like to bring into your regular life out of your practice. There might not be anything, but there might be. Rub your hands together in front of your chest. Rub your hands together, becoming fully awake, fully alert. Tuck your elbows in at your sides and let your thumbs come a little closer toward your sternum. Slightly tuck your chin and you can gaze down at your fingertips. Acknowledging your practice as your teacher. Acknowledging the time that you take to slow down and listen, the time that you take to take care of yourself. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I appreciate it so much. Sorry if the sound was a little weird. Hopefully it was fine. I didn't see any comments, but if there was, you can let me know, and a wonderful rest of your night. And I will see you again next time. Take care and have a great evening. Keep up with your practice. Keep practicing with us. Keep practicing either in person or through live stream or on your own. And just keep up with your practice and it will serve you. Take care. Thanks so much.